This is part 2 of our series, The Year Without a Summer. Do watch the previous parts for the full story. We also post the full-length videos on our YouTube channel. The great volcano Tambora had blasted a massive cloud of ash and sulfur into the stratosphere. Slowly, invisibly, this veil of dust wrapped itself around the globe, blocking out the sun's warmth. In the spring and summer of 1816, a year after the eruption, the people of Europe and North America began to realize that something was terribly wrong. The summer never came. In New England, a strange, dry fog seemed to hang in the air, giving the sunlight a reddish, dim quality. The days remained cold, and the nights were even colder. In May, a hard frost killed the newly planted crops. Then, in June, a massive cold snap descended from the Arctic. It snowed in Quebec City. It snowed in Vermont. Lakes and rivers in Pennsylvania were still covered in ice. Across the Atlantic, in Europe, the situation was just as dire. The continent was battered by relentless cold rains. Rivers like the Rhine flooded their banks, destroying everything in their path. The grape harvest in France failed completely. In Ireland, the constant cold rain ruined the potato and grain crops, leading to a devastating famine and a typhus epidemic that killed tens of thousands. All across the Northern Hemisphere, the story was the same. The crops failed, the price of food skyrocketed, people were starving. Food riots broke out in cities across Britain, France, and Switzerland. People were forced to eat cats, dogs, and rats to survive. They had no idea what was causing it. They blamed it on sunspots, on divine punishment, on the apocalypse. They were living through a global climate catastrophe, and they didn't even know it. But this year of darkness and despair would have one strange and unexpected consequence. It would give birth to one of the most famous monsters in the history of literature. To learn how the gloomy weather inspired the creation of Frankenstein, follow for the final part and subscribe to History and Beyond.